What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, and there's a lot of Dominican boxing news. And I know it's late. I usually don't go live this late, but you know, I think considering all the news that's been breaking, all the information that you guys may want to know as far as Dominican boxing, I think it would be inappropriate if I didn't go live, and especially when I can. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't go live as consistent as I used to. A part of that, as I keep mentioning, is a new work schedule. But I'm here, man. I'm here, and on my night owls. Yeah, I hope y'all rock out with me. But yeah, man. So first, I want to start off with the news that I had released on Twitter. Is Alberto Puello will be coming back June 15th against Gary Antoine Russell. That is a very interesting fight. Gary Antoine Russell, if I'm not mistaken, is ranked number 2 in the WBC. And I want to say that the new WBC ratings came out and Puello's ranked there. So I think Puello may leave the WBA and not be trying to go that route and maybe trying to go the WBC route, which is interesting. Right now, the WBC champion is Devin Haney. Uh, that's the current situation. Oh no. Uh, yeah, Alberto Puello's ranked number 8 in the WBC. Gary Russell ranked number 2. Sandor Martin, if I'm not mistaken, is the already the mandatory, so he probably will be fighting Devin Haney next. We'll see, because with the WBC, you never know, man. Also, you never know if a rematch with Ryan Garcia happens. There's a lot we don't know. So we'll see, because the WBC, they make up their rules as they go. But yeah, nonetheless, hey man, a number 8 fighter fighting a number 2 fighter. That is, again, you can only move up if Poyo wins. You can only move up. You're beating literally the number 2 guy. And if for Gary Russell, if he wins, he's beating a top 10 guy. I won't be so sure he's not the second mandatory right after Sandor Martin. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been announced that this is an eliminator of some sorts, but it's 2 top 10 fighters. Those fights usually lead to a title shot soon after. So, uh, yeah, man, this is exciting. This is on the Tank undercard June 15th, which is looking like, June 15th is gonna be it might be the Dominican Day parade that day, man. There's a lot of fighters fighting that day. Dominican fighters fighting on that undercard. You got the main event is obviously Javante Davis, but also Carlos Adames will be on that card. He'll be on the undercard. He is just was recently elevated, something that a lot of people have wanted. And even me, I remember putting Carlos Adames to talk directly with Mauricio Suleiman, and have him try to lobby for him for his position to be named, WBC champion. Although, he kind of flopped, but hey, listen, we're here now. Uh, he is now the officially full WBC 160-pound champion, and he will be fighting Terrell Goucher on the Tank undercard, also June 15th. So that's 2 Dominicans that are confirmed, signed, sealed, and delivered. They will be fighting on that undercard. Uh, you know, uh, I don't like this fight for Adames, to be honest with you. I think Adames. I think Adames needs a bigger fight, man. This Terrell Goucher guy, like, he's really more like a 54-pounder. It's kind of like somewhat of a showcase fight, and I've been showcased Adames enough. I would have loved to see him fight Janabek, but we all know the politics of the game, man. The politics is, this guy's on Top Rank, this guy's on PBC. and those fights aren't easy to make unless they're big money fights. And that's unfortunate, by the way. That is very unfortunate that's the situation that we got in this sport, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You can't say nothing. That's what it is. One guy's on PBC, one guy's on Top Rank. But man, Erislandi Lara is on PBC, and he has the WBA belt. He could unify with him. Why? I do not want to see him fight Terrell Gausha. I'll be honest with you. Listen, I want to see Adames. Listen, I think he's a very entertaining fighter. I know he got power, but that's not a fight I'm interested in. But hey, man, I wasn't interested in the Julian Williams fight, and that fight ended up becoming an entertaining fight. So I'm not going to dismiss probably the entertainment value, but I'm going to dismiss the moving up the ladder, the excitement for the hardcore fans, which I feel like the hardcore fans, we get neglected a lot. We get ignored a lot for whatever reason. But hey, man, that's life. That's life. And also on the undercard, this is a rumor. I have not confirmed this. As far as I know, none of this is signed. This is a rumor, but it's a strong rumor. It's something that's being talked about. It's something that, if it happened, we wouldn't be too surprised that it happened. Is Luis Nunez versus Stephen Fulton. Again, not official, but that fight, it's rumored to be on that same date, June 15th. So far, that's three Dominicans that will be fighting on the undercard. Well, two confirmed, one maybe in Luis Nunez. And this is a very competitive fight. Luis Nunez, undefeated, has faced a myriad of undefeated fighters himself. So has Stephen Fulton. And this will be Stephen Fulton's first fight at 126, first fight since losing to Inoue. And and I don't know what is going to happen. Pretty much, this is a big step up for Luis Nunez, but I also think this is I don't want to say a step up because you can't go up from Inoue, but I do think this poses a different kind of challenge for Stephen Fulton because, again, first fight at 126. And I tell you this, man, when I talk to Bob Santos about Luis Nunez, he tells me, man, this kid is dedicated. This kid is hitting the gym hard. He is not he's not somebody he has to push, to train or to work out and stuff like that. And hey, man, when you got somebody like that who's putting in the work, he's dangerous. And I think he's proven to us enough that he's a good fighter and he's dangerous himself. He's fought. He's done a lot. And I'm interested in this fight. I'm very interested in this fight. And this fight potentially may be for some WBA belt or eliminator or something like that. We'll see. But again, the fight's not official, so I wouldn't know whether it is or isn't. But that's something that was discussed as well. I know a lot of people want to know about Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos, as of right now, got no opponent. He got no opponent. He that rumor that he was going to fight Gary Antuanne Russell was never true because Gary Antuanne Russell's a 140 pounder. Edwin is a 135 pounder. So right now they're just searching for an opponent for him, and hopefully they can find one for him soon. But he is tentatively scheduled for that date. I will say this about Edwin: I'm glad he's doing his full training camp in Vegas. I didn't like the structure he had out here on the East Coast, where he was traveling a lot for sparring and doing all this. And in Vegas, he's at a central location, more professional setting. The quality of sparring, I would imagine, is much higher over there. So I am glad that they uprooted his training camp and that they're out in Vegas. So that's something positive. And as far as so as of right now, we have 200% confirmed, signed, sealed, and delivered. Dominicans that will be fighting June 15th, and that's Carlos Adames versus Terrell Gausha and Alberto Puello versus Gary Antoine Russell. Those are the two. And then the two that are being rumored that they will be fighting that day as well is Luis Nunez versus Stephen Fulton and Edwin de los Santos against opponent to be named later. Uh, you get what I'm saying? Those are the four Dominicans that will potentially be fighting June 15th, and that's interesting, man. I I never thought a card would be so stacked with Dominicans at once. I wish this fight was on the East Coast. I wish I could be there too. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there live. But yeah, man, this is exciting stuff. This is exciting stuff for Dominicans, and hopefully they can pull something off. They can all win, and you know the trajectory of Dominican boxing can keep going up. Uh, Elvis Rodriguez. I don't know if you guys remember last time I had his manager on on the channel. The conversation was that he was going to fight Goyas Valenzuela, who is, I believe he's ranked in the IBF and might be the WBA too. I'm not 100% sure, but he was a ranked opponent, good opponent, and but we haven't heard nothing of that. We haven't heard no fight announcement, no nothing. So that's up in the air. So, but one thing that I came across on Twitter that I wanted to discuss with you guys was Elvis Rodriguez took to Twitter and said, "They made me into a star and they will make me into a champion." What is he talking about there? Like, who made him into a star? We know, and you guys know that I've openly complained about how I feel like he wasn't made a priority over at PBC. So I don't think PBC has made him into a star. You get what I'm saying? I think he's referencing, well, is he referencing Top Rank? I'll say that. Is he referencing some kind of, you know, outcry like, yo, bring me back? You know what I'm saying? I know you guys can do the job. I don't get for the life of me why he hasn't been pushed more. Why, you know, his career isn't further along. I think PBC kind of signed him with, you know, kind of like that anticipation. Oh man, we signed him. We put him on that Canelo undercard, and it was good. It was against a good opponent. He looked good. He scored a knockout. And then after that, it was just kind of like, you know, we just kind of piece it together and see, and you know, if what happens, and that's kind of how it felt, and it just didn't seem like a match. So, and he may still be over there, who knows? But that tweet, they made me into a star. Hold on, let me put it back up here. Let me put it back up here. This tweet right here. They made me into a star and they will make me into a champion. Hold on, let me like this and retweet this real quick. And I don't know. I don't know. Write in the comment section what you think he meant by that. What do you think Elvis Rodriguez meant by that? That's interesting to me. That's very interesting to me. I'll say that. I'll say that. But anyways, if you guys want to call in and tell me what y'all think he was talking about, look, man, the link is in the chat. Link is in the chat, man. Definitely punch that. Hop on, talk with me for a little bit, and you know, get it off your chest, whatever it is. Whether you thinking about going to Vegas now and buying a ticket, I don't know, or you want to talk about specifically how Luis Nunez is gonna do against Fulton if that fight gets made, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hit that link, call in, express your opinion, man. Y'all know how we do it here. Y'all know how we do it here. But one thing that we should do is let's go. look for an opponent for Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos is looking for an opponent, and for June 15th, and let's see if he can do it. So the first opponent that comes to my mind is William Foster. I know William Foster's a 130 pounder, but hold on. Hello mío, que lo que, mi hermano, what's good?
Que what's up, Broadway?
What's up, man? Talk to me, talk to me.
Hey, everything looking good. Everything looking good for the June 15, man.
June 15th, man. I'm making sure I'm off that day. I'm making sure I might turn my phone off that day because I'm gonna
But
be watching Dominican boxing.
I don't want nobody calling me that day. I'm gonna be for
Wh-
sure watching.
what do you think about these fights? What do you think about these fights? Let's start off with Puello versus Gary Antoine Russell. What do you think of that fight?
Good ass fight, man. Good ass
Mhm.
fight. I'm going for Puello like always. My dad is a big fan of him, but that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Rooting for my Dominicans always.
Who do you think wins?
You said what?
Who do you think wins?
I got Puello. I got Puello.
You got Puello winning that.
Yeah, I got.
Break it down to me. What do you see? What do you see uh that
I
that
think
you
I
think?
think Puello's reach. I think Puello's reach and if he can keep him at bay, he got a long reach and he got
Yeah,
a little bit of pop. He got a little bit of pop. So
I don't. That's the one thing about Puello. I don't know how hard he's punching. I don't think he got no pop in them gloves.
you don't
I
think so?
I don't know who has he dropped or knocked out. Or you know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
fights, at least I've seen him in, and I haven't seen him in a bunch of fights. But the fights he's had here in the states, he hasn't, to my knowledge, hasn't dropped or knocked anybody out.
I mean, it's a really really hard fight though, because
It is.
Antoine's coming. You know he's coming. You know he's coming to you, but I think Puello can still pull it off.
Hold on, hold on. No, Juan, I don't know. You got mad noise. You got noise in the background, son.
He's driving or what?
Yo, you on a motorcycle or something?
I'm in the car. I got you. It's loud.
Yo, pero sube la ventana, loco.
Oh no, it's an air freshener. I got the phone by the air freshener thing. How
Oh,
about
okay.
now? How
Now
it sounds now?
you sound good, coño.
Man,
Tiene el teléfono
with
en
the
el
lens,
aire.
now with the noise.
Yo dije a este tigre está una pasola, eh.
Y ahora, ¿cómo se oye?
Calibrando. Ay, ay, ay.
Se
Oh.
oye mejor.
Es un motoconcho, un motoconcho.
Se oye mejor ahora.
Ya,
You
ya.
sound good now. You sound good now.
No, estamos now. We feeling good, man. I'm happy that some of my guys got dates now, man, and they gotta Joel. They just can't win, man. It's unfortunate. They gotta win in spectacular fashion, man. Cause right now PBC dates are uncertain, and we don't know if this is gonna be part of the prelims or is it gonna be shown on the main event. Like we don't a
Well,
lot of
well, well,
uncertainty.
well. The Puello versus Gary Antoine Russell for sure is going to be part of the pay per view, 100%. That's no doubt about it in my mind.
I think Adame's got to be part of the main event too because he's a world champion.
I'll say this: if Luis Nunez versus Stephen Fulton happen, which is not official, if that fight gets signed, that's another fight that again 100% will make the pay per view. And
That's what
then
I'm
there's
saying. It's crazy.
and
It's
then
gonna be like
what's up?
I said that's crazy because it's gonna be how much airtime can Prime really like the Zoo fight? How many fights were on the regular network and regular Prime
I
before it
think
went to
only
pay per view?
two. I think only two were on the regular network, and then three undercard fights, and then the main event. So the pay per view is four fights. Honestly, I think we can, for the first time, at least in my knowledge, we could have three Dominicans on the undercard
That's
because
wow. That's amazing. That's gonna be in
the only
Dominican
thing
Independence Day.
we're only the A side in one. We're only the A side in the Diamonds fight.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, man. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I just want my guys to come out and show out, bro. Come out
Uh,
and show out, big
so,
time.
what do you think about that Puello versus Gary Antoine fight?
That's a good fight. That's a fight that his team, the Gary Antoine Russell team, wasn't prepared. They didn't feel like he was prepared to fight him at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
They feel as though he prepared now. Puello has to perform. Puello's been out for what, a year and some change.
No, he fought in December.
Yeah, he did fight in December. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
And he bit a
But,
young good
but
prospect.
before that, I think he hadn't fought since August of last year.
Yeah, he fought a young good prospect.
August of 2022. August of 2022.
Right now, these guys are fighting for their careers, man. And I know some of y'all gonna say, "Yeah, well, Juan, why you saying it like that?" Because I understand the position my guys are in. My guys are not Americans; they're immigrants, and they're not gonna be made priorities if they don't keep winning. Look at my boy Caballo. Caballo was given that title one because it was already 3 years, and this guy is a bonehead. If it didn't if it didn't do what he did, Caballo still be an interim right now.
Yeah.
So
Yo, but
this
what's crazy is that it took that for them to do it. It
that's how
took
God
it's
works. That's crazy, bro.
yo, bro. That
That's
it's
crazy, bro.
it
That
took
it
some
took that.
wild random shit to happen for them to do it. They were trying to squeeze that American dollar as much as they could.
As long as possible to the real champ that's been defending that position.
No, and I remember Mauricio de que quería ponerlo. Oh no, he had mental issues. Like the WBC belt was the cure. Like, bro, what does that? Yo,
I forgot what you
what did
had.
that have
I
to do?
don't know.
What did him having mental issues had anything to do with your rules, bro? Yo, the dude ain't defending it. You make him champion in recess. That's a way of stripping him, but going, yo, handle your business, and when you mentally good, come back. Yo, this guy let him
Mental
have a fight. Yo, he came back, had a fight at 168.
disrespect to the belt.
Yeah, meaning he was good. He was okay to fight, and then said, "I don't care about this belt. You could take it away from me." And he
Disrespecting it.
still kept the belt. It wasn't until now that he did this weirdo shit, and not weirdo shit, but you know what I'm saying. He got into this
Carlos
situation.
Adames literally lost his daughter a week before the fight to
Hmm.
get that interim title. You think they was gonna reschedule the fight for him? Oh, we're gonna reschedule the fight for Adames because he's lost his daughter. It would have been done.
Yo, let it be Adames with the drinking and going to jail and all that stuff, and let it be him doing that if he would have kept that belt for all those years.
But we're not gonna complain like Joel once said. This word is unfair, and the Dominican fighters got to know that. They got to know
No,
that.
no, no, no. But it's important to point out when people do injustice, you point it out. You point
Yeah,
it out,
definitely. We're
especially
supposed to.
if especially when they have a name to it. You know what I'm saying? And the
That's
name is the WBC. They did wrong there. Whatever you want to say, and people could
3 years. That's crazy, bro.
yo. Yo, Mauricio could come on this channel and tell me all he does for boxing, and that's fine. And I'm not gonna dismiss it. But one thing I can say is, well, how him and his company handled that was wrong. It was
That is
wrong.
embarrassing. So
It was
you put it.
embarrassing, and no fans agreed with it. Nobody ever told me. And I got haters, bro. I got a lot of haters. No hater of mine told me, yo, you wrong. Charlo should stay a champion. Not one.
A guy that I really want to see, man, is Edwin de los Santos, man. I want to see him because I believe this kid has a world of talent, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's unfortunate, man, that that we're not seeing no hoopla about an opponent for him. And granted, I don't think too many people are ready to get right or in a hurry to get in there with Edwin too. Let's be honest.
I just hope. I just hope he doesn't come out boxing too much. Whoever he fights, and I don't know who he's gonna fight. I don't have no inside source on that, but I just hope he's coming to fight. He's coming to knock somebody out. He's not coming to fight like how he did Adorno or fight like how he did Shakur. I ain't like that. I ain't like that, Edwin. I want to see him knock somebody out, and I want to see him go looking for it. So hopefully, whoever he
If you want
fights,
a tank fight, you gotta make
you gotta knock
a point.
somebody out. You gotta knock somebody out.
You know, say what you want. Ain't nobody gonna pull. You're not gonna get the biggest pit of your life just beating somebody by decision. And even people could say what they want about Hector Luis Garcia. When he beat Cobra, that was a classic ass whooping.
Yo, he beat the fuck out of Colbert.
he
Yo,
beat him.
look,
He beat him better than Rayo the first time.
he beat
Way
he
better
beat
than
Co-
Rayo the first
he
time.
beat Colbert real bad, and then he beat Gutierrez real bad. Two entertaining fights, and then what happened? He got the tank fight. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to see Edwin in another him trying to think that he's Pernell Whitaker or something. I need to see him fighting aggressive, fighting like Pacquiao. Maybe not exactly like that, but what I'm saying is looking for the knockout. I'm not saying be irresponsible. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about getting the freaking knockout. You get what I'm saying? Looking for it, setting it up, not trying to dance and move into a decision. I don't want to see that. That's not what I want to see from Edwin.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you, and I believe they see the urgency on that corner to come and bring a good performance because
I
that
hope
kid
so.
has the
I hope
talent,
so.
has the power, has the ability,
Yo, bro,
has the ability to be a star.
I
His
always said he was the
profile,
best Dominican.
his profile has dropped a little bit, and we need to see it pick back up because he has all the skill set and talent. One of the biggest stars at 135. A lot of people are not seeing that kid with what I see in the background. That kid
No,
has
but Juan,
that kid has
Juan,
all the tools.
Juan, how many times have I told you he's the best Dominican?
You told me. You told me, hands down. You told me.
Yeah, I still think that, but if they're gonna keep making him box and keep making him move and do all that, then I'm gonna say he's the best skill set, best, but he the best tools, but the game planning and the way they got on boxing is terrible. I'm gonna stay on that, and they could prove me wrong. I want them to prove me wrong. Come out, go out, come out aggressive, go boom, get a knockout.
And the
I
beauty
like
about
it.
De Los Santos is that I think Hitchens said it the best. When it comes to reactive, how twitchy he is, he's he's a star in that aspect. And De Los Santos could give us the fans some of the best knockouts in exchanges, Joel. In exchanges. Because
And
that's
give
how
it to
good
us,
he is
bro.
reacting.
Give it to us. Give it to us. I don't want to see. I don't want to see the Edwin I saw against Shakur. I don't. I don't. And I want to see him with his mouthpiece the whole fight. I don't want there to be around where they forget to put his mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? um, but yeah, no. With Edwin de los Santos, I listen. I like the kid. He's fast. He has good reflexes. He has punching power. He has footwork. He has everything you want in a fighter. It's just the game planning. That's all it is. That's all it is. And adjustments could be made. I'm not saying that's uncurable or that his team can't fix that. I want to see them step up in that department and understand that this is a entertainment business. You get what I'm saying? And bring that to the table because what impressed everybody, what made Edwin get on everybody's alarm was that win over Rayo. You get what I'm saying? That win over Rayo was what made us go, oh, who's this kid? Oh, that. I mean, I knew about him. And if you go back, I predicted he was going to win. I predicted he was going to win, and I predicted he was going to win by knockout. But yeah, so that's the fight that made us put our attention on him. Then he had that Adorno fight, and we were like, we know what we saw. That was a lot of skills there, a lot of good footwork, but it was kind of a little boring after the 4th round, and you didn't press for the knockout. And we wanted to see you get the stoppage. All right. Then you fight Shakur, and then you box the whole fight. It was very confusing and honestly disappointing. It was disappointing that he had that big opportunity and they came with that game plan. I thought the game plan should have been to be more aggressive and try to break down Shakur to stop him in the later rounds. That's how I would have, approached it. But, to each his own, to each his own. But I am glad that, switching gears, I am glad that the WBC finally is doing the right thing with Carlos Adames. It was a long time coming, and hopefully now he gets the opportunities that he should. Which, by the way, it's funny. Janet Beck is now, calling him out and doing all types of stuff after he gets a fight, and just knowing that the fight is not makeable, considering that they're on different sides of the street, and on top of that Adame's got to fight. It's like, what's going on? All right. It says I'm assuming he's talking about Edwin. He says he was in the live past 2 weeks on Instagram. He was in the car after finishing training with Cello, and he said he was saying that he's gonna start knocking people out and that he's not gonna leave it to the judges. I mean, if that's true, that gets me excited, and it's not only gonna get me excited, it's gonna get the fans excited. It's gonna get the network excited. It's gonna get everybody excited. People, listen. As much as I enjoy boxers. I enjoyed Floyd Mayweather's career. A lot of people go, "Oh, Floyd Mayweather was boring," and I ain't think that. I love Pernell Whitaker. Sweet head movement and distance and all types of shit. But bro, I'd rather see a knockout than that. I'd rather see Mike Tyson knock somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? Or Manny Pacquiao put, Ricky Hatton to sleep to the point where he's shivering and stuff like that. That's what I like to see. You get what I'm saying? And yes, there's a time and a place for everything. If you fighting a guy like Pitbull Cruz and you want to box and move because he's coming at you and you want to keep the distance and you want to set up traps because he's throwing a lot of punches. All right, that's cool. I get that game plan, and the fight won't be boring because one guy's making the fight and the other guy's kind of, playing a chess game with him. Now, but when you fighting Adorno, who's a boxer, and Shakur, who's really, really a boxer, I don't think the right game plan is to, I'm a box with him. It just doesn't help your brand, doesn't entertain the fan, and it doesn't excite nobody. And at the end of the day, this is prize fighting. If you don't excite people, you're not gonna get the fights you want. You get what I'm saying? Not gonna get the fights you want. But we'll see. According to Xavier DLC, he says that he's gonna start knocking people out and not leaving it to the judges. So hey. Edwin said on IG that he tried to make a rematch with Shakur, but he said that Shakur said nah and instead invited him to spar. I mean, I'll be honest, if I was Shakur, I wouldn't want to fight him again either. And not because I'm scared, just because the fight was so bad. How do you promote that? Yo, this is the rematch of the first fight. Go watch the first fight and make sure to tune in on this one. It's like, nah, bro, I saw the first fight. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's the way I would look at it as a fan. You know what I'm saying? Especially a casual fan. So as far as inviting him to spar, man, that's actually pretty funny. And And Shakur is known for sparring a lot of people and all that. So it is. We'll see. I'm not gonna comment on that. That's funny. It's funny. That's hilarious. Uh, but yeah, man. Let me put the link back in the chat. Anybody wants to call in, you know, I could definitely hop on, chop it up with me. But yeah, man, it's interesting. Also, Jan Santana will be making his. I don't know. He might have fought in the U.S. before. I'm not 100% sure. I believe this is his U.S. debut. Matter of fact, let me check. Let me check. But he will be fighting on Teofimo's undercard. He doesn't have an opponent yet, and hopefully they can find an opponent soon. But he will be fighting on Teofimo's undercard tentatively. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this will be his U.S. debut. He's only fought in the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, so he will be fighting uh, June 29th in Miami on Teofimo undercard. And man, y'all know how much I like Jan Santana. I love the fact that he's gonna be getting exposure, and hopefully he can continue his knockout streak, and hopefully he can impress the ESPN and top rank executives where they're like, no, we got to bring this guy back. Oh, we got to bring him back again and again and again until he's, a star. He's signed under Miguel Cotto Promotions, but Miguel Cotto has a very good relationship with Top Rank. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. What was your opinion on Inoue Neri? I mean, that was pretty clear cut. Nui did get caught with a nice little left hook that dropped him. That was interesting. Never seen Nui hurt now I won't say hurt. I've seen him hurt before. Not hurt to the point where he was getting knocked out, but he definitely felt some tough punches. I never seen him wobbled and dropped like that. And that was a knockdown. That wasn't no damn flash knockdown. My man was spinning. He got hit with a left hook and was just spinning. I was like, whoa. But he got up, bounced back, boxed really well. After that, you can tell he was a little shaken up, and still his defense and head movement. And people like to focus so much on his power, but he's just a complete boxer. And that's the reason why I have him as number one pound for pound. Like, the guy really has good defense, great defense, and he punches hard, and he sets up his punches, counter punches, is fast, has great footwork. I love Inoue, man. And yeah, he got dropped in that first round and came back, dropped him in the second round. All right, we are drop for drop, and then just continued to dominate all the way until he got the stoppage in the sixth round. I think Inoue is something very, very special. I think that it's unfortunate he fights at a lower weight class and that he doesn't fight in America, but that here in America, we're not exactly appreciating just how much of an all-time great he is. This man is he's getting to that Pacquiao level, that marvelous Marvin Hagler level. Like he's up there with those guys right now, and his career is not over. Roy, okay.
Yo.
Talk to me.
Hey, I ain't gonna that fight. I think Inoue got mad when they dropped him. He made him mad.
Hey man, this boxing, man. You get dropped. You know what I'm saying? That's how this sport works, man. It's the other guy's getting paid too. You know what I'm saying? The other guy's getting paid too. So
he went off. He was like, "I, my turn."
No, but that's why I say Inoue's number one for me. For me, Inoue is number one. I think I got Terrence Crawford number 2. Not that I'll be super mad if you got if you got Crawford number 1, but I just think if you really look at the box rec, you really look at the accomplishments, you really
I
look
got
at
Inoue.
the domination of fighters, it's in a way, and the activity.
Yeah.
Yo, Crawford fights once a year. Inoue has been so active. Like,
Yeah, that's the reason I got him 1 too, because of activity.
you got to give it to him. You got to give it to him.
And they already
Again,
saying he's gonna fight 2 more times this year.
Inoue,
Yeah, they're saying that he's gonna fight in September and December, maybe.
that'll be amazing. That'll be amazing. Yo, but now that I got you on, I want your opinion. Who should Edwin fight next? Let's look at box rec. Let's have some fun. Let's find his next opponent. Let's find his next opponent.
Let's see.
And I'm gonna be realistic because I would love to say William Zepeda or Lomachenko or Raymond Renta. I would love to say those names, but that's not realistic.
Damn. I was gonna say Cepeda. Cepeda is a good ass fight for him.
Yo, how about Gustavo Lemos?
I mean, he's a 140 pounder, but
I mean, he only got one fight at 140. Or he got 2 fights at 140. I mean,
is he originally a 140 pounder or?
no, I mean, he missed weight and then ended up like deciding to move up. So maybe I don't know if he could still make 135, but I would love to see that fight. That would be an entertaining fight.
Hey,
I mean, the fight that makes the most sense for me is William Foster, the guy who beat him.
Yeah.
I think that's the fight that makes the most sense.
Imagine Edwin against Murataya.
Woo. That's fire right there.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Let me see.
Or hopefully he gets Navarrete next after his fight.
I mean, that'd be nice, but I again, Navarrete's with Top Rank. It's just I don't see it happening. This guy, Zaul Abdullayev, he's ranked pretty high. I forget what sanctioning body, but he got stopped by Devin Haney.
Oh, he got stopped.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. I would love to see that fight. This guy, what sanctioning body is he ranked real high in? I forget which one. Let me look it up. But if you want to play the sanctioning body game and fight a decent opponent, I think that may be a good idea.
Man, I just want to see Edwin fight, man. Just like Luis Nunez.
Oh yeah, I know that's your favorite. I know that guy's your favorite.
I just want to see them fight, man. God.
With Nunez, it's so unfortunate because he had a fight lined up and everything.
Oh yeah.
And then his opponent got sick or hurt or whatever it was, and then the fight couldn't happen. That really sucked because you put in this whole training camp. It was for a final eliminator to become the mandatory, and then like a week or 2 before the fight, the guy gets hurt or sick or whatever, and they can't make the fight. I'm like, oh my God. It's terrible. Terrible.
Well, he's ranked high too, Nunez. Nunez is ranked high in featherweight.
Yeah, but if he don't fight, he can't get a title shot. He needs to get a fight.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And look, the fight they give him coming off over a year layoff, right, is against Stephen Fulton. It's like, geez, man. Yo, they don't give it easy to the Dominicans, man. They don't. Yeah, you got to earn it the hard way.
It's sad.
Yeah, you got to earn it the hard way. But whatever, hey, man, that makes the story so much better. But like let's look at Luis Nunez box rec.
Hey,
And
but
by the way,
if I tell you something, if Nunez wins this fight, he needs a title shot like ASAP.
100%. He needs a
ASAP.
title shot now, man.
Yeah.
Forget, but hey, man, he got to earn it. He got to earn it. He got to win it. But again, the fight is not set. I don't want to talk like the fight is set. The fight is not set.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me put up his box rec. So Luis Nunez, listen to this. Look, we're gonna start from here. From September of 2021, he got 1 undefeated, 2, 3. He fought, a journeyman, then 4 undefeated fighters, and then possibly gonna be fighting Stephen Fulton, who only has 1 loss. Like, this dude is not fighting no bums. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting dudes who who are in there to win. When you undefeated, you in there to win. You never lost. And undefeated doesn't mean everything, because, of course, those records could be padded. But when you see an undefeated record, at least that person didn't come to lose. You know what I'm saying? That person can't win. So that's what I like about his resume. And again, Bob Santos, guy who's been in boxing for 31 years or whatever, he likes to remind me. He tells me, man, that this kid Luis Nunez is a very hard worker. Very hard worker. Stays in the gym. Does what I tell him to do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think out of all the Dominicans, they have fought like how Luis Nunez fought.
Nah, nobody's had a tougher road than him.
Yeah,
Nobody.
yeah, that's what I'm like. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But talk to me how you feel about Carlos Adames getting his belt.
Finally, finally, man. I'm glad he a champion already. Now he can get big fights. Big fights.
Who do you want to see him fight? Nah, I know he got a fight coming up, but I'm talking about after that. After this fight, who do you want to see him fight?
I mean, he's been going at it with Janovic, so I hope that fight gets done after or as soon as possible.
Yeah, so you want to see him unify belts? How about him and
Yeah.
Erislandy Lara?
Eddie's Landy. Yeah, it can happen too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I heard that the him and Eddie's Landy Lara they had like some kind of relationship or whatever. I don't know. I never hear
Yeah.
them like talking to each other or anything like about a fight or anything. Like they don't seem
Yeah, but
interested.
but like, damn, man, like, I don't know. If you got a belt in my division, I don't care if we friends or not. I need that. I need that. Now, if another person got a belt and you got a belt, I'm gonna try to go that way. But right now, Janibek has the other 2 belts, and what I don't know. Listen, we know PBC and Top Rank is difficult for them to make deals. All right, that fight's not going to happen. The next best fight is the guy on your side of the street in Lara. That's how I look at it. Like,
I think that fight if they wanted to, it could have been made already. Like it could have been done long ago. I
they
think.
could have fought. When did Lara fight? Couldn't they have fought on this undercard?
No, I have a lot of fought on the Tim Zoo card.
Mm.
He knocked out that guy from.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it'll be too quick of a turnover. Too quick of a turnover.
But I think they could have fought long ago already. I don't know why they never fought.
No,
They
but
don't
now
seem like
the fight
interested.
makes sense for both. Now the fight makes sense for both. They both got titles. They both got titles. They both in the middleweight division. They both on PBC. Like that. There's no reason for that. And no, him and Lara are not in the same gym. KM2, Adamas and Lara not in the same gym.
Hey, any news on this
Well,
this guy from Philly
hold
from
on.
Pennsylvania?
Wait, hold on. My bad to cut you off. He may be in the same gym now. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if Laura's still working with I don't know if Laura's still working with Ronnie Shields. KM, my bad. You may be right on that. You may be right on that. I'm not 100% sure, but you may be right. Hold on 1 second. I got Juan. Juan, ¿qué lo que? Yo. All right. Anyways, yo, Roy, what was you saying?
Any news on
I'm saying that
Cedeño and
you
Polanco?
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. But Juan, give me 1 sec. Let me answer Roy's question. From what I understand, LD, I I heard from two different people, two different dates. One said June 8th in New York. The other one said June 29th in Florida, where on Teofimo's undercard. I don't know, but I guess we can say June. I'll just say he's fighting in June. And Polanco, he's gonna be fighting in June and on Teofimo's undercard, but he don't got an opponent yet.
Damn. So Santana and Polanco are gonna find the same card.
Yeah, and
That's
maybe
nice.
LD too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I may have to hop on a plane for that one. I may have to go over there.
Imagine they would have put him on the Sandra Sayas. Oh, that would have been great.
That would have been nice, but that's like a the Puerto Rican Day Parade
Oh, okay.
fight. So they're not gonna put three Dominicans,
That's
they're
it.
not gonna do that.
You.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope they fight on the same card. That would be great.
That'd be nice. I'll pay a ticket just to see Juan De Lo Mio go crazy.
Damn, it's not letting me get on my headphones, but Delo Adamas said that him and this kid are friends. Him and Laura are friends, and that they fight out of the same gym, and they have the same manager, Luis de Cubas, the same promoter. He said.
Olvídate de eso. Esto es boxeo, man. Esto es boxeo.
He said, but from a manager's point of view, he doesn't want to have two of his guys fight for the title. He'd rather have two guys.
Yo, bro, Laura's like fucking 1,000 years old, bro. Like, what are we protecting this guy for? Like, why, why wouldn't you want to see, him? Like, let's just say, because I think Adamas would win that. I think Adamas would win that. But let's just say the manager goes, all right, you guys fight. Why wouldn't you want to see a unification fight where one of your fighters would win? And let's say Adamas beats him. Yo, Lara's like 40 years old.
That's true.
Yo, you beat this guy. Yo, you had a great career. Thank you, man. All
Two
right. Now
titles.
you up in my future. My future is this 28, 29-year-old in Adamas.
Yeah, but don't sleep on this guy. He's sitting on
No,
his punches now.
no, I'm not sleeping on him. What I'm saying is like
I understand what you're
what are
saying.
we
Though, definitely.
protecting? Like this guy is not a money machine. This guy is about to retire. You're gonna let him retire, and then that belt goes vacant, and then who knows where it ends up?
Yo, a shout out to Kenneth Sims too, man. Shout out to Kenneth Sims from that new signing with Golden Boy. Hopefully, he gets to get more time over there. You know, I root for the underdogs, Joel. I
Yeah,
consider him
man.
one of
Now
the guys.
shout out to Kenneth Sims. I've been trying. I hit him up. I hit him up the other day for an interview. Uh, what's up?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. No, I hit him up the other day for an interview. So we trying to square that away. Definitely shout out to my man Kenneth Sims.
Shout
He's
out to
somebody.
Golden Boys for signing some more brothers, some more, some more Belladonna brothers. Now we need some Dominicans
Honestly,
over there.
the zone is where the 140s are at,
You're
man.
gonna be active in the zone. You're gonna be active in the zone.
No, forget being active is that's where the action is. That's where all the fighters are.
If I'm
You know what I'm
135, 140, 147, I'm making my way to the zone.
They can make a little tournament between them.
They already do that on overtime boxing, which is like the under, which is it's like their next generation. I don't know if you know about it, Joel. Overtime boxing.
The OTX, yeah.
That's their
Yeah, I know what that is.
developmental. They have 1 million followers on IG. So the zone's doing something special with the developmental league, which is good. And they're putting them in these tournament type styles where the fans get to know these guys, man.
Hey, listen, man. Anything that people are getting creative and promoting boxing, I think is good because
You gotta applaud that.
yeah, because honestly, we need creative ideas. We need different ideas. We need to see what's going on because sometimes we got such charismatic fighters, such entertaining fighters, and they got 90,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm like, damn. And sometimes not even that. Like Subriel Matias is somebody who should be a superstar right now.
And thank God, look what he did with his first fight.
And then like he's not that known like that as he should be.
It has to take a guy from New England to understand his market and put him in Puerto Rico. Like, I don't know where these guys, the powers that be are not really that smart sometimes. I swear.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's about being smart, it's about what they prioritize. I think it's more that. I think it's more that than anything else.
Joel, something's not working on that side of the fence, man. And they need to find out what it is quickly. Quickly, because you got a lot of talent that's leaving your stable. You get what I'm saying? That's leaving your stable. And we're not talking about regular Joes. We're talking about guys that are on the top of the sanctioning bodies. Guys that could really talented guys, man.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is it's the dates. They just don't have the dates. That's all it is.
Whether it's a pride or ego thing, they're gonna eat it, man. Because if you had an opportunity to go to the zone and you said no because you thought Prime was gonna give you, and Prime is being smart. Prime is not dishing out their wallets out like we thought they was at first. I thought it was gonna dish out their wallets right away.
Yo, Juan, Roy, I'm gonna have to let y'all go. I got
Do your
calls
thing,
and
brother.
comments on.
Let's go. That's what I want to see.
All right. Carlos. Oh, hello, Carlos, ¿tú me escuchas?
Como nuevo.
Ok, arregla la cámara que como que te está mochando la cabeza.
Sí, espérame.
Está todo.
Espérame. Tú lo tienes.
No, pero ya yo veo que Mauricio Suleiman te quería pedir perdón y te mandó ese jaque. Tú sabes, por hacerte esperar tanto, te mandó ese jaque también.
No.
Sí, él se ve bien.
¿Se ve bien allá?
Sí, tú te ves bien.
Ya, no, tú sabes que eso es. ¿Cómo es? Esto fue un detalle de cumpleaños que me mandó, envió.
Bueno, primeramente te quiero pedir las gracias por estar en el programa conmigo. Tú sabes que esta es la casa tuya, siempre estás bienvenido y
¿Tú me
cada
ves
vez
bien
que tú
ahí?
me das,
¿Tú me ves bien
yo
ahí?
sí que te
¿O
veo bien.
lo puedo voltear así?
No.
No.
Pero que yo te veo bien. Tú mismo no te puedes ver.
Ay, me estoy viendo, sí, pero me estoy viendo cositas como. Pues está bien, déjalo ahí. Déjalo ahí. Déjalo ahí.
Acuérdate que esta es la cámara.
Sí, déjalo ahí.
Ok. No, que te estaba dando las gracias por estar en el programa y dame tu tiempo. Yo sé que tú estás en campamento, estás fajado, pero
Sí.
estás cogiendo tu tiempo para darme una entrevista. Te quiero dar muchas gracias.
No, tranquilo. El trabajo, el deber, tú sabes cómo es.
Y entonces ese jacket que tú tienes, ese fue un regalo de cumpleaños.
Fue un detalle de cumpleaños que me hizo el consejo del Mauricio Suleiman, el señor Mauricio Suleiman.
¿Tiene algo atrás o no?
No tiene nada atrás. Mira,
no, pero
mira, personalizado con mi nombre, ¿ves? Mira.
No, está muy lindo, muy lindo. Está muy lindo, muy lindo.
Atrás,
Bueno,
creo que atrás tiene algo también. Creo que atrás tiene algo.
ok. Bueno, vamos a empezar la entrevista porque ya tú por fin ya tienes ese título de campeón mundial, aunque sí tenía el título de interino y tú te sentías como campeón, aunque no tenía el título regular o no sé qué, cómo le dicen, pero ahora tú tienes el título que la gente, nadie puede discutir quién es el campeón de la CMB en la 160. ¿Cómo se siente tener ese honor de decir, no, yo soy campeón mundial?
Mira, tú sabes que primeramente déjame darte las gracias, vamos a compartir un ratito, por compartir aquí un ratito contigo. Creo que tú sabes cómo ha sido larga la espera, confiando que los promotores, Mauricio, los manejadores, todo, tú me entiendes, iba a llegar el momento y se iba a dar el objetivo de entregarme mi faja. Pensé por un momento que sí, él iba a pelear conmigo. Después, un momento pensé, dije, no lo va a hacer. Bueno, me siento muy contento, muy satisfactorio, aunque ya tú me entiendes, ya la satisfacción yo la tenía hace mucho tiempo, porque yo siempre supe que en mi corazón y en mi pensamiento, yo siempre sabía que era el campeón, ¿tú me entiendes?
Entonces tú, cuando te dieron la noticia, no era como un wow, oh my God, soy campeón mundial, no era una celebración, era como,
Exacto, fue una celebración porque me lo dio me lo entregó en un momento especial. O sea, me lo entregó exactamente el mismo día de mi cumpleaños. ¿Tú me entiendes? O sea, fue
sí.
emocionante, fue el impacto. El impacto
Ujú.
porque fue la fecha, pero como la fecha especial para hacerlo, ¿tú me entiendes? Y para mí fue bastante emocionante eso, sí.
¿Te dieron una faja nueva o te quedas tú con la faja que tenía antes?
No sé si habrá una faja nueva, si me voy a quedar con la que con la que tengo ahora. No sé cómo será el proceso, pero por ahora mi faja está aquí conmigo, ¿no? O sea, esa es mía.
¿Cuántos años cumpliste?
Bueno, ya tengo 30 ya.
30, ya,
Ya tengo
ya,
30.
un hombre, ya tú tienes que estar serio y
No,
todo.
no, ¿qué pasa? Yo soy un hombre desde que nací. No, por acá.
Y tú hablaste con Mauricio. ¿Quién fue que te dio la noticia que cuando tú te hiciste campeón?
Oh, me la dio mi manager. Primeramente me la dio el manager mío, me llamó y me lo dijo. Y después de ahí ya comencé a ver la noticia en las redes. Después me llamó mi promotora, me llamó también y me dio la noticia también. Y ya las redes ya estaba encendida, ya el Twitter, todo, desde que cuando entré ese Twitter, digo, wow, ¿qué es lo que está pasando? Y ahí estaba la noticia. Sí.
Ahora, tu primera defensa va a ser contra Terrell Gausha. Quiero saber por qué este peleador y no con Johnny Beck, que es un campeón unificado, que también fuera una unificación de 3 títulos. ¿Por qué este oponente?
Mira, ya mucho antes de la noticia, ya esta pelea estaba registrada, ya esta pelea estaba programada, ¿tú me entiendes?
Ujú.
La noticia surgió después ya de que esta pelea ya estaba planeada, ya no había, ¿tú me entiendes? Como decir ya, no, vamos a hacer esto, vamos a hacer lo otro. Lo de Gianni Vecchi, yo también le dio mucha larga. Yo no te, mucho antes de esta pelea, nosotros no teníamos rival. Y cuando yo estaba insistiendo en Twitter que peleemos, que mandara el contrato, ¿tú me entiendes? O sea, que vamos a hacerlo, que lo hicieran nota público, ¿tú me entiendes? Que yo estaba disponible a pelear con él cuando él quisiera. O sea, en ese momento, tú viste que él se mantuvo como con la actitud de que tú no eres campeón todavía, que sé yo qué, y ahora, o sea, después que dice sí, pero como quiera, cuando la compañía del manda el contrato, lo que mandó no fue algo de que tú me entiendes, otro nivel para uno hacer, como algo para que uno se digamos que no y él diga, no, ustedes no quisieron aceptar la pelea. Él sabe al final que sus compañeros no quieren aceptar pelea conmigo.
Espera. Entonces, el equipo de Johnny Beck sí te mandó un contrato a usted para
No,
pelear, pero tú
no,
dices que
a mí no me lo montó
tu
directamente.
alma,
Mi,
a
mi-
tu
mi
manager.
manager, exacto, la conversación parece que pasó con mi manager. Mi manager me dijo lo que pasó en la conversación. Parece que hubo conversación, ¿no? Ni siquiera tuvo el contrato en sí, ¿tú me entiendes? Solamente parece que fue algo de palabra.
O
Eh,
tuvieron una conversación y los números que se hablaron eran unos
no,
números.
ya tú sabes, mi campamento vale más. Entonces, dime tú.
Ok. Entonces no querían, no
No
querían
querían
pagar.
pelear, porque si yo van a querer pelear, ellos van a tener una conversación, van a decir, mira, esto es lo que hay, son tantos, vamos a hacerlo cuando, donde tú quieras. Porque yo le dije a él que la pelea yo la hago con él donde él quiera. Si él quiere, podemos ir allá a la madre Rusia y hacer la pelea. Pero ahí yo le voy a ganar como quiera. O sea, donde quiera. No hay forma. Es que yo no le tengo, es que no le tengo miedo, a él no tengo respeto, él sabe. Porque ya él pasó por mi mano y él sabe lo que yo hago. Ya yo sé lo que él hace.
Tú hablas con tanta seguridad. ¿Qué fue que pasó en ese sparring que te tiene
Ah,
tan
no,
seguro
él
que tú
está
lo ganas?
claro, porque él sabe lo que pasó en ese parry. Ese
No,
parry,
pero yo no sé, hazme ese cuento.
sí, no, pues tú sabes que es un tema vamos a decir, de principio, tú sabes que uno no puede hablar del compañero de atleta, ¿tú me entiendes? En forma despectiva, entonces uno tiene que cuidar esa parte, pero él sabe, yo nada más confórmate con saber que él sabe lo que ese parry a él lo tiene caliente, yo sé que sí. Como a muchos, tú sabes que el que hace parry conmigo sale sobao. De ahí él sale sobao. El que hace party conmigo sale sobao. Que cuando yo le digo, vamos a pelear, después dice, a pelear, imposible. ¿Tú me entiendes? O sea, y él lo sabe. Y él está alabancioso con pensando que están diciendo que él es el segundo gol. Ese tipo no es de la mitad de Gennady. Gennady Golovkin era un animal, era un peleadorazo. Entonces, ese tipo no es ni la mitad. Él sabe que cuando yo me suba ahí con él, lo voy a desaparecer. Si dura 5 rounds conmigo, ahí va a durar demasiado rounds. Son demasiados, él lo sabe.
¿Tú crees que en menos de 5 rounds tú lo matas?
Yo
Tú lo noqueas.
en menos de 5 rounds me lo llevo por nocaut, él lo sabe.
Ok, ok. Eh, ok, usted es campeón de la CMB en la 160 y ah, hay otro campeón que no es Johnny Beck, también está Erislandy Lara, que es el campeón en la 160, la AMB. ¿Te interesa una pelea, una unificación con él? No, claro, tiene una pelea que viene, pero quizá la próxima después de esa.
No, realmente con Lara en sí no me gustaría pelear con Lara en sí, porque ya tenemos el mismo equipo de trabajo, tenemos la misma promotora, ¿tú me entiendes? O sea, las mismas personas que nos rodean son los mismos. Ya, tú me entiendes, ya hay un respeto. También o sea, yo siempre fui fan de Lara, tú me entiendes, yo siempre fui un fiel seguidor de Lara. Entonces, verme arriba del ring con él no me hace sentirme bien. Yo creo que hay más camino por recoger, él tiene con quién pelear, yo tengo con quién pelear, podemos pelear. La compañía sabrá qué hacer, ¿tú me entiendes? Para el bien de nosotros dos, pero con él yo no quiero pelear ahora, ¿tú me entiendes?
No, no, pero dice que tú tienes con quién pelear y él tiene con quién pelear. Ustedes no tienen nadie con quien pelear, en verdad. Esto es una división que no está muy picante.
No
Y
está muy
entonces
picante porque ¿sabes por qué no está muy picante? Tú dirías ahora mismo que no está muy picante porque no están tomando la mejor, tú me entiendes, los que están como campeones, vamos a decir, Lara, pues Lara está enfrentando el que le ponen. Top Rank tiene dos fajas con el Gianni Beck y lo que enfrenta son puro puertero. ¿Tú me entiendes? O sea, yo que ya me acaban de elevar campeón, tú sabes que yo todo el tiempo he estado dispuesto a enfrentar a quien sea, donde sea, como sea. Tú sabes que yo no tengo bandera, yo no sé, a mí no me importa de que sea fulano, menos yo no tengo que ver. Y si lo hacía antes cuando no era campeón, ahora como campeón también, yo no le busco, yo no le veo ojo bonito a nadie. O sea, cuando nos subamos de arriba, los puños son los que van a hablar, ¿tú me entiendes? Enciendo que nos vayamos a mi división, los puños hablan por sí solos.
y entonces Lara también entrena con Ismael Salas.
Sí.
Ah, entonces tú dices por eso, por el mismo equipo también de trabajo,
El
de
equipo de trabajo,
manager, de promotores,
de
por eso
promotor, exacto,
no se queda.
exacto.
Ah, ya entiendo, ya entiendo. Ok, entonces tu pelea contra Taroga Shea va a ser el 15 de junio
Así
en
es.
la cartelera de Gervonta Davis y hay mucho dominicano peleando ese día. Está Puello. Hay rumores que Naguita Luis Núñez también va a pelear ahí. Y también hay rumores que Edwin de los Santos va a pelear allá también. Entonces, los de tuyo y Puello ya están confirmados, pero los otros dos tienen esa posibilidad. Entonces, ¿qué tú opinas de esa posibilidad de tener 4 peleadores dominicanos en una cartelera una de las más grandes del año con Gervonta Davis.
Bueno,
¿Cómo es tu opinión de eso?
va a ser yo te diría que va a ser una grande cartelera, una gran cartelera, porque eh, 4 dominicanos ahí, tú sabes que nosotros los dominicanos nos damos tregua, nosotros no subimos ahí, nosotros no vamos a pensar que nosotros vamos a brindar pelea buena y a dar nocaut bueno. Nosotros no nos vamos a reír de nadie. ¿No entiendes? O sea, pienso que eso va a ser una buena cartelera. Ya nosotros lo hicimos, ya convertirnos el mismo año en tener 4 campeones del mundo el mismo año. ¿Por qué no podemos salir invicto esa noche? Esa noche podemos salir invicto también, 4-0. O sea, eh, si van 4 dominicanos esa noche, yo sé que esa cartelera va a estar súper, súper buena.
Con Dios adelante así será, con Dios adelante así será.
Así es.
Tú últimamente, que yo le hice la entrevista a tu otro entrenador, a Osvaldo Guzmán,
Osvaldo Guzmán.
sí, un entrenador que tú trabajabas con él cuando estaba en Dominicana, pero después, cuando tenía pelea, venía aquí y trabajaba con tu equipo americano. Ahora tú decidiste traerlo a tu campamento de Estados Unidos. ¿Por qué tomaste esa decisión?
Mira, yo soy un tipo, tú sabes que yo tengo el círculo medio de amistad es medio pequeño. Tú que me conoces, que me ha tratado ya personal también, tú me imagino que tú te has dado cuenta, ¿no me entiendes? Yo siempre que vengo a mi campamento vengo solo, traigo mi gente de nutrición, siempre están aquí, ¿tú me entiendes? O sea, yo no tengo a nadie, yo siempre estoy en mi espacio solo. Entonces yo, para estar más tranquilo, para tener con quien hablar de cuando en vez de, mira, vamos a hacer esto. Me traje a Ubaldo y para que me ayude aquí también en el gimnasio con Ismael Sala. A veces Ismael le dice, mira esto, míralo, mira la amenaza, ayúdame aquí, ven, ayúdame aquí. O sea, le da participación conmigo. Y por eso fue los motivos que me lo traje también, para que él se desarrolle mentalmente, para que él vea, ¿tú me entiendes? Cómo es trabajar con un atleta de tanto rendimiento. Cuando esté en Dominicana, entonces ya él va a tener el conocimiento exacto de trabajar conmigo, ¿tú me entiendes?
Entonces, Ismael Salas le está como enseñando par de ejercicios, par de trucos, qué hacer como entrenador y él te está ayudando así. Entonces, a la misma vez tú estás aprendiendo y él está aprendiendo de Ismael Salas también.
Así mismo es. Eso es lo que queremos y eso es lo que estamos logrando ya con Osvaldo aquí.
Ok. Tú que has entrenado con él antes de él está con Ismael Salas y ahora está entrenando con él ahora. ¿Tú has visto diferencia? ¿Ha mejorado? O qué? Háblame de él antes de llegar a Estados Unidos y él ahora.
No, él ha mejorado, claro que ha mejorado, porque, mírame, o primeramente él era un tremendo entrenador, ¿tú me entiendes? Osvaldo era un tremendo entrenador, él tiene su propio estilo, él dice que no cambia su estilo. Sala tiene un estilo que, que tú tampoco, Sala lo cambia su estilo, ¿tú me entiendes? Entonces, ¿qué hace Sala con él? La Sala hace ajuste con él, le ayuda en cosas que quizás él no sabía y se le explica, ¿tú me entiendes? Para que la aprenda, para que la sepa. Pero, ¿tú me entiendes? Cada uno, los dos hacen buen equipo, los dos hacen buen trabajo, se llevan bien, se hablan, ¿tú me entiendes? O sea, están trabajando de mano. No, Osvaldo, pienso que ya ahora, ya con el tiempo que tiene aquí conmigo, y ya yo pienso que ya se ha desarrollado, ¿tú me entiendes? Ya cuando él llegue allá, si él quiere decir, yo quiero poner mi propio campamento, ya lo puedo poner su propio campamento, porque ya él sabe cuáles son los fundamentos todo de boxeo.
Ok, ok. Eh, Allá está Puello, allá está Nagüita, está Edwin, está usted. Ustedes se han juntado, te han topado con. Yo sé que contigo y Puello entrenan en el mismo gimnasio, claro, pero te ha topado con Nagüita y con Edwin.
No, con Edwin me topé los otros días, sí, en el gimnasio de Sala, que estaba haciendo sparring. Con Agüita, no me ha juntado todavía con Agüita, no nos ha visto cara a cara. Pero que tú sabes que cada uno de nosotros está en su trabajo,
Está en su
está en
trabajo.
su labor, está en su lado,
¿Tú
haciendo
sabes
su
quién está
trabajo.
allá? ¿Tú sabes quién también está allá? Allá está Jason Rosario, Banana.
Mira
Sería,
que bien.
sería,
Ah, pero no se retiró.
no,
No,
él volvió al boxeo y dijo que le va a dar otro chance. Ahora está entrenando con Bob Santos.
no, bueno, está con una buena persona, un buen entrenador. ¿Tú me entiendes? Yo sé que va a salir a camino. Él si hace caso, si posiciona su mente, él tiene el talento, él tiene la fuerza, y aparte de eso tiene la juventud, un carajito joven. Jason no, me imagino que Jason no llega ni a 29 años, ¿tú me entiendes? O sea, un carajito joven, él tiene todo el chance ahí de poder volver y levantar su carrera. ¿Me entiendes? O sea, la derrota que tiene son nada, puede levantarse. Cualquiera se levanta. Lo ideal de los grandes no es saber caer, sino es saber levantarse. ¿Tú me entiendes? Entonces, lo felicito y que siga trabajando, que ahí queda boxeo para rato.
Y ya tú has empezado a hacer sparring.
Sí, estoy haciendo sparring ya, sí, ya se me complican un poco los sparring porque casi no encuentro. Pero sí, ya estoy haciendo un poco de sparring ya.
¿Por qué se te complica?
Tú sabes, la pegada, tú me entiendes, el boxeo, la vaina, tú me entiendes, eso a veces ningún peleador quiere que lo lastimen, tú quieres ellos quieren pegarte, pero no quieren que tú le pegues. En los boxeadores también hay muchos boxeadores que son ñoños. Hay muchos que aguantan, pero hay muchos que son ñoños. Estoy ahora haciendo sparring con unos rusos que están yendo al gimnasio y está yendo bien, estamos trabajando bien. No te estoy escuchando.
Yo dije, si tú quieres que te lleve a Caleb Plant para que haga sparring con él.
Está bien, ¿no? Sería genial, ¿no? Si él quiere que hagamos sparring, sería genial también, claro. Yo no tengo problema con eso. Yo no tengo
¿Por qué,
problema con eso.
por qué tú crees que yo te hice esa pregunta?
Yo sé, yo estoy claro. No, yo no creo que él vaya a querer tener sparring ya de nuevo conmigo. ¿Tú me entiendes? Ya no creo que eso va a pasar.
¿Viste la pelea del Canelo?
Vi el sparring de Canelo. Para mí no
Ay,
fue una
ay,
pelea, para mí fue un sparring.
¿por qué? ¿Por qué tú dices eso?
Porque no fue algo exigente. Munguía no fue exigente en el momento, ¿tú me entiendes? De responsabilidad con esa pelea.
No, pero él tiró
Ti-
puño.
Tiro, cualquiera tira. Todo el que está allá arriba, si tú no tiras, te van a tirar. ¿Tú me
Ujú.
entiendes? Si tú no tiras, cuando tú estás allá arriba, si tú no tiras, te van a tirar, pero se veía desde que él desde que Canelo le dio el knockdown, ya. Si él hubiera querido ganar esa pelea por nocaut, la hubiera ganado. Lo cuidó, la pelea entera lo cuidó. Había momentos que lo golpeaba y le secreteaba, le decía, no haga, mira, te está abriendo aquí. Se veía, porque o sea, porque yo fui a ver yo no fui a ver pelea. Yo fui a ver cuáles son las debilidades de Canelo, porque en cualquier momento que yo diga que Dios me dé la oportunidad que yo tenga que enfrentarlo, yo tengo que ver cuáles son sus debilidades. Pues yo no me quiero subir ahí de que yo me voy a ganar tanto, no, yo quiero ganarle. Porque yo no quiero quedarme ganando la chiripa que él paga. Yo quiero ganar la bolsa que él cobra, que esa sí es buena. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Mm.
No la
No,
chiripa que él paga.
perfectamente.
No la,
Pero él,
no,
él pelea en la 168, tú peleas en la 160. ¿Tú estás dispuesto a subir?
Pero claro, o sea, si él me da la oportunidad, yo subo. Oye, ¿cómo que si subo? Es una buena oportunidad. Claro que voy a subir.
No, y yo vi en las redes que tú
Inclusive con Berlanga le dije, si tú quieres que hagamos algo, tú me avisas. Yo estoy ready. Yo estoy
eh,
ready.
a ese mismo tema yo iba. Yo vi que tú pusiste un video contigo y Berlanga diciendo que te gustaría esa
Me, gu-
oportunidad.
me gustaría también enfrentarme con
Pero
él. ¿Tú te imaginas Berlanga y yo en Nueva York? Me gustaría esa pelea.
te gusta ese boricua dominicano
Dominic
vibra en Nueva York.
en Nueva York. Esa pelea me gusta, pero esa pelea me gusta en Nueva York. En Nueva York, esa pelea. Para yo ver
Ok.
cómo va a estar el escenario, el terreno.
Pero ¿qué tú piensas que hay rumores? Porque él ahora es mandatorio de Canelo, que hay rumores que su próxima pelea sería contra Berlanga, el Canelo. ¿Qué tú opinas de esa
Bueno,
pelea?
¿cómo te explico? ¿Cómo te digo? Vimos Munguía, por más que con cualquiera que lo veía, Munguía no era un peleador débil.
Ujú.
Munguía era un peleador fuerte. Y ya vimos cómo Canelo lo trató. Hemos visto a Berlanga. Berlanga tiene pegada, tiene fuerza, pero lo hemos visto con boxeadores promedio. ¿Tú me entiendes? Coge lucha que tú no te imaginas. ¿Tú me entiendes? Hasta termina en la lona. Con peleadores promedio. ¿Tú te imaginas lo que le haría a Canelo? Que es un pegador nato, ¿tú me entiendes? O sea, es una pelea que tú vas a llegar y antes de poner el culo en la silla, van la gente para afuera, ¿tú me entiendes? Que la verdad está ahí.
Vamos a ver una pelea entre tú y Canelo, ok. Cuéntame cómo tú crees que esa pelea va.
Sería interesante, ya que yo soy un tipo, tú me entiendes, que aparte de también que pego fuerte, tengo buenas habilidades, tengo muchas habilidades, muchas cualidades, que tú me entiendes, que puedo tratar de complicarle la noche entera. O sea, que no se la voy a poner fácil la noche. Tengo muchas cualidades, toda la fuerza también. Entonces tú combinas la fuerza mía con la rapidez que tengo de mano. O sea, eso es algo mortal. Canelo es un tipo fuerte y un tipo también que es rápido, hasta cierto punto, pero tú me entiendes, o sea, también tiene sus limitaciones. Todos los peleadores tienen sus limitaciones, tienen algo que yo digo que falla.
¿Tú crees que tú ganas esa pelea contra el Canelo? Porque Canelo, muchos lo tienen como top 5 libra por libra, por mucho tiempo era el número 1 libra por libra. ¿Tú crees que de verdad tú le ganas al
Mira,
Canelo?
a mí no me gusta a balancear lo que mucha gente dice, te está buscando hablar mierda para ganar fama. Es una pelea cerrada. Conmigo yo diría que eso es una pelea cerrada. La pelea va a ser interesante la noche entera. Porque no es tampoco, yo no creo que él vaya a ganar, me va a ganar por nocaut, ni que yo le voy a ganar a él por nocaut. Pero va a ser una pelea cerrada y bastante complicada, que ese pronóstico va a estar bastante reservado.
Como tú dices que una pelea cerrada que puede ser que él la gane y puede ser que tú la ganes.
Exacto.
Ok, ok. No, háblame de tu pelea en esta cartelera, una cartelera, una de las más grandes del año. ¿Cómo te sientes y quién tú piensas que gane el main event?
Bueno, estoy contento, me siento preparándome, me estoy preparando al 100 para enfrentar a este rival, ¿tú me entiendes? Ya que van a venir, ya vienen grandes retos, ¿tú me entiendes? Ya de aquí para adelante vienen grandes retos, sé que este peleador no se ve, y muchos dirán, un peleadorcito fácil. No hay peleadores fáciles, todos los peleadores se preparan al 100 para dar lo mejor de él arriba del ring. Yo no lo subestimo en nada a él, yo sé que él viene al 100, viene a ganar su pelea, yo también voy a ganar mi pelea. En la cartelera estelar, ¿qué te digo? Yo pienso que este muchacho que va con Gervonta, no pienso que le vaya a ganar, no creo que le vaya a ganar. El que va con Benavides es imposible que le vaya a ganar también. Entonces, ya tú sabes, ese pronóstico es el pronóstico mío, no sé de otro fanático, de otro tipo de personas.
Yo voy a poner la apuesta Caballo, Yevonta y Benavides en mi ticket de,
De apuesta.
de apuesta, sí. Los tres por nocaut.
Eh, Te pudiera decir que hay dos por nocaut ahí, sí.
Dos. ¿Cuáles dos los dos?
Benavides yo creo, porque creo que la pelea de Gervonta Davis y él se vaya a distancia, pero va a
Ok,
ganar Gervonta ampliamente.
ok, ok. All right. No, ¿y cómo está el peso? ¿Cómo está el peso? ¿Y
No, perfecto.
cuánto tiempo tú tienes en Las Vegas?
Ya yo tengo 3 meses ya entre preparándome, yo
Tú
tengo tres
tienes
meses.
3 meses, tú estás ya desde febrero.
Casi, yo tengo 3 meses preparándome, tengo tiempo ya. Claro, porque tú sabes que es un negocio, tú sabes, no te pueden agarrar con la mano abajo.
Y te veo ahí tomando agua, manteniéndote saludable.
Así es.
Ok, ok. Le quiero dar chance a los fanáticos que llamen y hagan su pregunta directamente al campeón mundial. ¿Eso está bien con usted?
Claro, claro, no hay problema, que hagan su pregunta. Se acerca la hora ya.
Sí, 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 no, no, ya son dos, tres preguntitas y te dejamos descansar. Yo sé que campeón, tú estás en campamento, estás trabajando.
Así es.
Quiero, tú sabes que siempre, después tú no sabes la lucha que yo cojo. No, tú nunca poniste el link para yo hacer una pregunta al campeón mundial. Se me
No,
ponen
no,
loco.
ponlo ahí para que,
Hay que
para que
darle el
hagan su
chance.
pregunta. Claro.
Especialmente si Juan está escuchando. No sé si Juan está ahí escuchando, pero ese es un pana mío que no me perdona si yo no si él está viendo el programa y no le di el chance.
No, claro, que haga su pregunta. Déjalo ahí, dale el espacio.
Está bien, tengo aquí a Juan de lo mío, que es lo que es mi hermano.
Dime a ver, mi hermano. Gracias por el gran placer de traernos el caballo aquí. Casa.
Gracias a ti por entrar ahí.
Caballo, una pregunta, men. Hay una sede que debe un dominicano como estelar, men. Acá para Nueva York, para New Jersey. Y yo espero con Dios delante que tú rompas para ver una pelea entre tú y un boricua. Que sé que esa rivalidad se eche para arriba porque el dominicano sabemos que con los puertorriqueños se puede vender y comercializar una pelea así bien buena.
Estamos esperando, mira, ve, estamos anhelando hace mucho tiempo ese combate, estamos buscando la forma de que se haga un buen combate conmigo allá en Nueva York para todos los fanáticos dominicanos, para los boricuas, ¿tú me entiendes? Que yo sé que es una de las peleas, mejor peleas que se va a vender bien allá en la ciudad de Nueva York, ¿tú me entiendes? Un boricua y un dominicano. Estamos
PBC,
buscando la forma de que se haga algo bonito para allá.
PBC tiene,
Todavía no surge nada, pero yo sé que en cualquier momento va a llegar y va a pasar.
PBC tiene que ponerse los pantalones bien puestos contigo antes que Dazón o dijeron te mande una ofertica por ahí. Lo dejamos
No,
ahí,
no, ¿qué pasa? Está
hablamos.
trabajando bien, mucha gente está trabajando bien.
Cuídate.
Bien.
Gracias, gracias.
PBC te está tratando bien.
Sí, yo diría que sí. Yo no me quejo. Tú sabes, yo no me quejo.
No, es verdad, tú nunca te has quejado conmigo
Yo,
de PBC, es
Tato,
verdad.
yo soy un tipo que, si me están, ande me están tratando bien, me está tratando bien, me está tratando bien. Yo no tengo que decir que no me está tratando bien cuando me está tratando bien.
Ok,
Que
ok.
muchos quisieran que fuera más rápido, hasta yo diría, yo quiero ir más rápido. Pero como dicen, los últimos serán los primeros. Entonces, tranquilo. Entonces, yo voy despacio, es un carajo joven.
Sí, eso es algo que yo he notado de ti. Tú vas tú dejas como el manager y los promotores hacer su trabajo. Tú nunca te desesperaste con lo de la faja. Escúchame, con la de la faja. Te llegó la faja tarde, pero te llegó y, de- y tú estás haciendo eso. Así es que tú haces tu carrera. Tú dejas el
Sí.
manager y el promotor
Y
hacer
el
su trabajo.
promotor, exacto, ellos se encargan de los negocios, de que sí o qué, ellos se encargan de eso. Yo me encargo de resolver mi problema arriba del ring. Lo mío es entrenar y resolver arriba del ring. Ese es mi problema.
Ok,
Porque
ok.
yo no lo puedo llamar a ellos en el round 6. Mira, te toca la mitad. No, yo tengo que. Ya ellos trabajaron. Ya hicieron su trabajo y tengo que hacer el mío.
No, no, yo entiendo
Claro,
perfecto.
es
Yo
así.
entiendo, yo
Es
entiendo.
así, es así.
No, pero Carlos, no te quiero quitar mucho más tiempo porque yo sé que
No, tranquilo, tranquilo.
no, 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 está bien que te quiero dejar descansar, te quiero dejar tranquilo y que descanse. Pero te quiero dar muchas gracias por estar en el programa conmigo. Tú sabes que siempre es un placer. Tú estás en este canal. Y cuando usted quiera, usted sabe que nada más me tiene que dar una llamadita y lo hacemos otra vez. Y ojalá tú tengas tu victoria el 15 de junio y volvemos a hacer otra entrevista.
Perfecto. Ojalá que tú te motive y venga para acá como periodista para que la hagamos en vivo. ¿Me
Sí,
entiendes? Y
para yo hacer eso tengo que mover muchas cosas, pero vamos a ver.
comienza
Todavía,
a mover esas cosas desde ahora para cuando tenga el espacio.
¿verdad? Tanto dominicano peleando en una cartelera.
Claro, no te puede quedar, no te puede quedar.
Tengo que buscar la manera de coger para allá. Tengo que
Pues
buscarla.
perfecto, perfecto. Pues te vemos por aquí entonces, no hay problema. Muchísimas gracias por la oportunidad de conversar. A
No,
todos los
no.
fanáticos que se conectaron a ver también el en vivo.
Ok. Pues está bien. Carlos, muchas gracias por todo.
Dale, gracias, Joel.
All right, everybody. That was Carlos Adames. You know, that's got everything from the horse's mouth. Pun intended, you know. Ask him about getting that title. Ask him about all the information that you wanted and why he's not fighting Laura, why he's not fighting Janabek. One thing I found interesting was that he said Janabek team had a conversation with his team about making the fight, but the money wasn't right. He didn't get specific into numbers, but I do find that interesting. I did find that interesting, and that's something I want to put out there and let the boxing world discuss that how they feel about it. But yeah, man. All right, guys, everybody. I'm tired as hell, man. So I'm going to go to sleep. I appreciate you guys staying up with me and watching the interview and calling in and all that. So I appreciate you guys. Guys, please, before you go though, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, Broadway Joel. Follow me on Twitter @_ Broadway Joel. Definitely tap in with me. I appreciate you guys for supporting me, sticking through with me, even though I haven't been as consistent with the content. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. But all right, guys, until next time, peace.